feisty pants.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Alex's Toy Show. It's the Hot Stove, where we talk about happenings in baseball in the offseason. I got two pages front and back about notes and all sorts of shit, so we're going to get right to it. First, a couple of trades. The Yankees traded infielder Jose Perella to the Padres for 20-year-old pitcher Ron Herrera. Perella, over 2 seasons, picked up 103 at-bats. I guess he did all right, but Herrera is got a 3.80 ERA, 296 strikeouts, and 415 minor league innings pitched. So I guess that's pretty good. I wasn't heartbroken over it because, you know, infielders are, I don't want to say they're a dime a dozen in the Yankee organization, but, I mean, they have more than just Jose Perella. It wasn't like he was the guy of the future. However, the other trade they made was John Ryan Murphy. He's a catcher at Brian McCann, and, you know, in the catching business, your knees tend to give out, you know, after you squat down like that for your career. So, like Craig Biggio, huge catcher, moved to second base halfway through his career to preserve his knees and lengthen his career, and look, he's a Hall of Famer. So John Ryan Murphy and Austin Romine, they would platoon backing up Brian McCann. I guess they're going to stick with Austin Romine. Maybe his offense has come alive a little bit, because I know he was solid defense, not so great offense. John Ryan Murphy goes to the Twins for outfielder Aaron Hicks, who is a speedy center fielder. Very good arm, potential to be above average hitter. The last 2 seasons he was like, and then, you know, he came alive this season, I guess. They're saying he may platoon in place of Chris Young, or just make Brett Gardner a tradable piece, because they're talking about trading Brett Gardner. What the hell's going on here? They're also talking about trading Andrew Miller. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. So in 2 years, John Ryan Murphy, who I loved, I thought he was a great, you know, fill-in player, backup player. He hit 267 with 4 home runs in 115 games over the last 2 seasons, 13, 14, and 15. 3 seasons, I guess. In Seattle, Kurt Suzuki is looking like he's coming to the end of his career, so he's probably going to replace him altogether. Maybe get a starting position, because I think in a starting role, I think Murphy would be better than his fill-in role, you know? Usually, I mean, I know I did better when I played on a consistent basis. Coffee! Let's see. Some other notes going right down the list. Joe Torre says Major League Baseball will consider rules to change on slides into second base after, you know, the jerk, who we won't mention, slid into second base and broke that dude's shortstop's leg. What the hell is his name? Korean closer, Swing Hwan Oh, nicknamed the Final Boss, because he's the closer. Get it? He wants to play in the majors, and he's expected to meet with teams this winter. Korean outfielder Hyun Soo Kim plans to sign with a major league team also. Seattle making a couple of moves here. Seattle acquires pitcher Joaquin Benoit from San Diego for 2 minor leaguers, Enyel De Los Santos and Nelson Ward. Steven Strasburg had minor muscular growth removed from his back. Might be related to his on and off the shelf injuries. The Braves trade shortstop Andrelton Simmons to the Dodgers. No, to the Angels. I'm sorry. LAA is Angels. For shortstop Eric Ibar and 2 pitching prospects, Sean Newcomb and Chris Ellis. That's exciting. The Red Sox, this was a big deal so far, I think. The Red Sox pick up Craig Kimbrell from the Padres for 4 prospects. 4! Holy crap! They picked up outfielder Manuel Margot, infielder Javier Guerra. I might have butchered that. Infielder Carlos. I can't even read my handwriting. Asuje, and Logan Allen, left-handed pitcher. Colby Rasmus. Colby is the first player ever to accept a qualifying offer for a from his team. First player ever. And it was like $15.8 million. I'm like, sign me up. Right? Now, also, following Colby Rasmus, Matt Wieters and Brett Anderson of the Orioles and of the Dodgers also accept their offers. So, hey, you start with one, it's like, well, I'm not going to be the first. Hey, screw you, I'll be the first. Colby Rasmus, hats off to you. Toronto signs Marco Estrada to a 2-year, $26 million deal. It's $13 million a year. That ain't too shabby. Shabby? Ain't too shabby. Phillies make a trade. They get Jeremy Hellickson from Arizona Diamondbacks for Sam McWilliams, the pitcher. Some other stuff. What do we got over here? Hot stove 4. This was horrible. Tommy Hanson died at age 29 from a massive organ failure early last Monday. Details were unclear. He hadn't pitched in the majors since 2013, but is still considered an active player and spent the 2015 season in the minors with San Francisco Giants. That's too bad. I liked him too. Jose Reyes was arrested for a domestic violence incident that sent his wife to the ER. The Colorado Rockies shortstop was arrested on Halloween in their Maui home. Nice job, Jose. Albert Pujols may miss the start of the 2016 season with toe surgery. Opening day is April 4th. Surgery was last week and will not begin baseball activities for 4.5 months. So that's December, January, February, March, April. April is 5 months, and April 4th is opening day. So yeah, that's cutting it pretty close. Cardinals pitcher Lance Lynn will miss the entire 2016 season with Tommy John surgery. Michael Brantley to miss 5 to 6 months after going shoulder surgery. Their season begins against Boston on April 4th. If he's ready in exactly 5 months, this would put his return on 4-9. And he suffered an injury diving for a ball back in September 22nd game. Ken Griffey Jr. Wow. Hall of Fame. All right, little Hall of Famers talk here. Ken Griffey Jr. headlines the Hall of Fame ballot this year. Newbies to the ballot are Ken Griffey Jr., Jim Edmonds, Trevor Hoffman. Trevor Hoffman better get in, let me tell you what. Billy Wagner, Garrett Anderson. Billy Wagner deserves to be in there. Garrett Anderson, Troy Glaus, Mike Seeney, David Eckstein, and Mike Hampton. Other new players facing one-and-done ballot if they don't get 5% of the vote. What you need is, you're on the ballot. To stay on the ballot, you need 5% of the vote to stay on the ballot. And you need 75% to get in. And then 5% to stay on the ballot. But you only stay on the ballot 10 years now. Not, they changed it. New players facing a one-and-done ballot if they don't get 5% of the vote are Brad Ausmus, Luis Castillo. Everybody remembers Luis Castillo because he was the second baseman for the Mets who had that routine fly ball. I think it was a game against the Yankees, and he dropped it and the Yankees won. That's how I remember Luis Castillo. He's not getting in. Sorry. Mark Grudzianik, Jason Kendall. Jason Kendall was a favorite catcher of mine. Mike Lowell and Randy Wynn. Now here's something you got to look at too. Like Jim Edmonds, right? Great outfielder. Had a lot of time spent with the Angels, but if he gets in and Tim Raines is not a member of the Hall of Fame, you're trying to tell me Jim Edmonds is better than Tim Raines? I don't think so. Relievers are a tough vote, although Hoffman and Wagner versus Lee Smith. Lee Smith is one of the greatest closers in history and not in the Hall of Fame. Now, I love Trevor Hoffman because I grew up on Trevor Hoffman. Lee Smith was a little ahead of my time. But I mean, Lee Smith is still pretty good, and he's not in the Hall of Fame, so I don't know. Lee Smith is on the ballot for 14 years now. He's part of the grandfathered version where he was voted in when the ballot was still 15 years. They changed it from 15 to 10. So Lee Smith and Lee Smith, Alan Trammell is also in his 15th year. And Mark McGwire is in his final year? Oh, no. Mark McGwire is in his final year, but he's on the 10-year on mark. due to the rules being changed. Voting is through December 21st, and then results are announced January 6th. So that should be pretty exciting. Other players on the ballot, Mike Piazza and Jeff Bagwell are probably going to get in this year. Tim Raines hanging in at 55%. You know, he with a weaker ballot, you know, he might get some more votes. He would have my vote, I tell you what. Kurt Schilling, Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, Edgar Martinez. He had a great career with Seattle, and I'm surprised he only has 27% of the vote. Lee Smith, Alan Trammell, Mike Mussina had a great pitching career. Jeff Kent, Fred McGriff. Wow, Fred McGriff. Larry Walker, Gary Sheffield, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, Nomar Garciaparra, hanging in at 5.5% of the vote. Oh, that sucks. All right, so we'll see how the voting goes, and January 6th, winners will be announced. Alcides Escobar, World Series Inside the Park home run ball sells for $19,000 on MLB.com. For the record, the ball thrown for first pitch of Game 7 in 2014 World Series sold for $28,000. So wasn't the highest selling ball. Memorabilia? I'm not sure. Whatever. Something. Players' Choice Awards. I told you I missed those. We're back on 11/9. And I missed it. My DVR didn't set it. I don't know why I didn't just write this stuff down, but I'm writing it down now. Here we go. National League Outstanding Rookie, Chris Bryant of the Cubs. American League Outstanding Rookie, Carlos Correa. I don't know what, Correa? I have a tough time with this guy's name. Carlos Correa for the Astros. National League Outstanding Player, Bryce Harper. American League Outstanding Player, Josh Donaldson. American League Comeback Player, Prince Fielder. National League Comeback Player, Matt Harvey. MLB Majestic Athletic Award. What? Majestic Athletic Always Game, Jose Altuve. Yeah, that's a name of an award there. Wow. National League Outstanding Pitcher, Zach Greinke. American League Outstanding Pitcher, Dallas Keuchel. 2015 Player of the Year, Josh Donaldson. 2 awards there. Nice job, Josh. And the 2015 Marvin Miller Award. It's an award that goes to a player who inspires others. Goes to Adam Jones of the Orioles. Not bad. Gold Glove Awards were announced on the 10th. Rawlings Gold Glove Awards for catchers. Yadier Molina. That's his 8th straight glove. Salvador Perez of the Royals. First base goes to Paul Goldschmidt and Eric Hosmer. Second base goes to D. Gordon and Jose Altuve. Third base goes to Nolan Arenado and Manny Machado. Shortstop goes to Brandon Crawfield. Yep. Alcides Escobar. Left field, Starling Marte and Yannis Cespedes. I can never say his name either. What's up with that? Center field goes to A.J. Pollock and Kevin Kiermaier. Right field goes to Jason Hayward, really? And Cole Calhoun. And pitchers are Zach Greinke and Dallas Keuchel. Silver Slugger Awards go for the best hitter at each position, voted by managers and coaches. In the American League, first base, Miguel Cabrera. Second base, Jose Altuve. Third base, Xander Bogaerts. Shortstop, Josh Donaldson. Outfielders are Mike Trout, Nelson Cruz, and J.D. Martinez. Catcher was Brian McCann of the Yankees. Go Brian! And DH, Kendrys Morales. Now, I was like, wait a second. You're trying to tell me he had a better year than A-Rod? He did. Who knew? National League, first base goes to Paul Goldschmidt. Second base, D. Gordon. Third base, Brandon Crawford. Shortstop, Nolan Arenado. Outfielders, Bryce Harper, Andrew McCutchen, Carlos Gomez. Catching, Buster Posey. Nice. And pitcher goes to Madison Bumgarner. I love him, too. Covered all of that. And we covered all of that. All right, this is earlier on, later tonight at 6 o'clock on the Major League MLB Network. They're going to announce Rookie of the Year. We'll tune back in for a evening edition, and we'll add it to this segment here. That way we're covered and set for next week. Let's clap it in. You ready? Let's do it. Let's go. Whoa, it's dark in here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, real quick. So, awards happened and Rookies of the Year were announced, and Chris Bryant for the Cubs, as everybody thought. It was a landslide, unanimous vote. And Carlos Correa over in Houston, he's a shortstop over there. He won it for American League. Hats off to those guys, and let's clap it back to the daytime. Oh, we're back to the daytime. All right, folks, I'm out. Like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe for more.